It's about 6:30. However, last night was daylight savings time, so it actually feels like 5:30 for my body. But I've got a long day ahead of me. I'm supposed to do 31 today, but I decided I'd rather run on trails. So I'm gonna do the 6 1/3 mile loop that I did last weekend and just run that 4 times and get about 25 miles in. I'm gonna have one of my neighbors, Paul's gonna join me for the first loop, maybe 2, I don't know, we'll see how he feels. And hopefully get this done in 5 or 5.5 hours. See how the legs feel when I'm done. Just got out to Oxbow Park. It's like waiting a few minutes for Paul to get here, but I don't know, it's gonna be a weird run out here because there's melted snow and then frozen snow. There's some ice out here, so it might be interesting going. Hopefully it's not too slick out there. That'll make for a longer day. Say hi, Paul. Hard to see, but a few deer up there. My feet are soaked now. Oh, this trail sucks. That's always my goal when running with this thing, is to not fall over and look like a dipshit on video. Okay, I'm about 12 miles in, not quite. I didn't check in much on the first 12 because I was running with Paul and we were chatting, so we just didn't get to the camera. So what we ended up doing, we ran a loop, and then if you'll see this is ice, packed snow. What ground there is showing is wet and slick, so it's just hard to run on. So we did one loop around, which is 6 1/3, and then we got to the parking lot and we just decided we'd go hit the gravel roads. We did about 6 on the gravel roads just to give our legs a break. He wasn't planning on running that much with me, but I got him out for about a good 11 miles on his end. So now I'm back to the trail and I'm running the loop in the reverse order that we ran it last time. I'll see how this loop goes and then decide if I run the loop one more time or if I just go back out to the gravel roads again. I'll probably check in more along the way on this loop. This is sloppy. Just a mess right here. Really beats up my legs.
down by the river again. Last week, this whole thing was frozen over. 7 days later, some 40 and 50 degree days, and here we are, we got flowing water. I'm moving at a faster clip than I did with Paul. He hasn't run on trails much, so I took the pace a little easy, but man, I'm feeling it. End up in a little bit of mud down here. It's actually easier to run on the ice, more predictable. I'm at around 13 and a quarter, 13 and a half. I can feel it. My legs are sore. I think this pace, in combination with the fact that we ran about 9-minute miles on the gravel, which is pushing it for this distance of run, for me at least, it's got me worn down. So the rest of this loop and probably a big chunk of the next loop will be more walking, I think. "14 and a half miles down so far. It's gotten warmer, which means all the soft packed snow has started to melt, making it so much harder to run on. You just can't get footing. And in the spots that were ice, thin layer that started to melt off, so now it's wet ice. Not any better. So I'm finding this lap to be much harder than the first one, just because of the conditions, which is weird. The weather's improving, but making the conditions harder. So I'm, I don't know, halfway through this loop, and I've already made the decision, partially because of time constraints. I want to get back, to get kids to activities. I'm going to just leave from the parking lot and run the gravel again like Paul and I did before. Just add another 6 or so to it. Come back, call it good. This is a great workout. I'm just running out of time. I'm looking forward to spring. About 16 and a half miles through. These conditions are just getting harder and harder. This is probably the hardest training run I've ever had, just because of the conditions and then throwing distance. But man, I mean, I'm back on the packed snow, but it's soft on top, so there's no good footing. Now I'm walking up this hill and I'm slipping while I do it. I'm looking down at footprints. I see people are out here with yak tracks. That would have been smart. Another gorgeous day though. It's a bit windy, so when we get out on the gravel roads, we run with a tour back for the out portion, but then coming back in, we're running straight into it. Holy cow, this hill seems like it doesn't end. You can see it go around the corner, and just slipping is making it harder and harder. I guess trying out the trekking poles might have been nice on a day like today. I still don't know if I'm going to use trekking poles yet. I'll probably bring them, but I've heard people say if you've never used them, don't try them, on your first race or on a race with them. You got to do some practice with them. I just don't know when I would practice with them. I'm not sure. This hill just keeps going. Oh. I'm getting tired. I have about 1.5 miles left in this trail loop, and then I'll go hit the gravel again. Okay, out on the road. My legs are fried, and I got about 5 miles left. And Stacy just sent me a text saying, with a picture, "Run faster, this is waiting for you." You can imagine. That's right, Chipotle. That's my motivation right now. I got 1/2 mile until I turn around to finish up, and I gotta go up this hill. We didn't come this far the first time around. Paul was not too keen on climbing a hill. Holy cow, this is soupy gravel. But I want to get at least 24. In order to do that, I need to get to 21 miles before we turn around. I'm at 20.58. So hill it is. I'm starting to run down. The 2 loops on the trail at the park were pretty rough. Just the conditions were so hard. Normally the trail, it's a nice trail, it's challenging but not too difficult. The conditions made it so. This hill's only getting steeper. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to come down it very fast either because my quads are just spent. I guess a good way to end an already challenging training run. This is good practice. I mean, I'm only running half of the distance I'll be running in a month. Gotta experience this. Just over 2 miles left. I am dragging. And I'm coming back into the wind. So this will be a slow go. Mile left. This last 6 involved a lot of walking and jogging slowly. It turned out to be gorgeous. The wind is brutal on that little stretch there. I was running right into it. Sun's shining. I think it's over 50 degrees. I beat, man, no, 1 month. 1 month until Zumbro. I feel like I've done a lot of good training. I just don't know. I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if my body's gonna hold up. I'm not sure. It feels like it does now. It's gonna be a challenge. I'll finish. I just don't know how long it'll take. I'll have it in my mind. I'm gonna finish this damn thing. Coming into the parking lot. Just hit 24 miles. It's been a struggle this last hour and a half to 2. We'll call training for today done. A lot of people out. It's getting nasty and muddy and soupy. Last dose of get my feet wet. And 24.14. 4 hours and 55 minutes. Call that a day.